focus is on what we call continuity of residence, or a continuous relevant qualifying period, or continuous qualifying period, which is a CQP. Now, as most of you will know, since the 31st of December, the free movement has ceased. And because the free movement has ceased, the withdrawal agreement which the UK signed with Europe and parts of our domestic law is what we're using for all EU applications, which has been couched under the relevant provisions of the Appendix EU-SS, which is the EU or European Union settled status. The concern that we have as a law firm, a community-based law firm, is that people are not quite sure the effect of absence from the UK may have on their settlement, because from the 31st of December, you are able to apply for settlement if you've lived in the UK, or even prior to the 31st of December. But I use 31st of December as a reference point because that has legal effect on those who may be absent from UK for a considerable number of years or months. So we have categorized the various absences into 5. So we have the 6 months rule, we have the 1 year rule, we have the 2 years rule, we have the 5 years rule, and its effect on your indefinite leave to remain or on your British citizenship. But today the emphasis will be on your indefinite leave to remain. So when you read the Appendix EU, which is part of our immigration rules, which now governs EU nationals and their non-EU family members, when you read the definition side, it explains what will break your residence in the UK. So for a start, everyone starts off with 5-year residence, unless those people who have already lived here for 5 years and are entitled to indefinite leave to remain, or those who have permanent residence and want to convert it into indefinite leave to remain. We all know that by the 30th of June, every EU national and their non-EU family members must have made an application to convert their previous residence or permanent residence into either limited leave to remain or indefinite leave to remain. Now, the definition side says that if you leave the UK for more than 6 months in any 1 year. Now, when I say 1 year, I'm not really talking about a calendar year. So it's not January to December. It may be maybe September of 2020 to maybe March or April of 2021. Although it's not a calendar year, when you count the months from the time that you left, the 1 year period will be, if you left in March, it will be March to March the following year. You shouldn't be away for more than 6 months. The law makes exception for a 1 long period absence of up to 1 year, but for very specified reasons. And the reasons are: 1, either for medical treatment, for education and vocational training, for childbirth, or for essential reasons which they have provided for. Again, the law makes provision for a military training of any duration. The other exception is if you were out working for the Crown, which means the British government, or your family member was working for the Crown, and for that reason, you have to be outside the UK. So first of all, for every 12 months or every year of your 5 years, you must not be away for more than 6 months. And as I said, you are allowed to be away for one off period of 1 year, but for specified reasons, those that I've stated, bordering on education, health, childbirth, vocational training, working for the Crown, military service of any duration. Now, just be mindful that if you stay outside for more than 12 months, for more than 6 months of any 1 year in your continuous 1 year, it will break the continuity of your residence. So what that means is that you will not get indefinite leave after your 5 years. The other effect is that if, as at 31st of December, you were not physically in the UK and you return to the UK after 31st of December 2020, and you spend more than 6 months outside the UK, because the continuity of your residence is broken, even when your 5 years is up and you still are not able to get your indefinite leave to remain, you will not even get another 5 years. So that means that you either have to apply for a new status under the immigration rules or you have to leave the UK. So these are very draconian provisions in the rules, which we have not paid particular attention to. Now, the 2-year residence break will actually break your residence and revoke your 5-year limited leave to remain. So if you stay outside the UK for more than 2 years and you have limited leave to remain, 5 years limited leave to remain under the EU, you cannot come back to the UK.